Hi everyone, I'm here with figure competitor Kelly Durma. We're at Retro Fitness. We're going to train back today, and I hope you like our workout. Before we go in, I'm going to ask Kelly a couple questions. She did 2 competitions, and I'm going to ask her about that. So the last competition you did was?
NPC Atlantic States.
And you placed second, right?
I placed second in my height class at that show.
And what was the one before that?
The Lehigh Valley Championships, that was also NPC, where I won the overall in figure.
So this time you are going to be competing for your pro card, right?
Right.
And that's the Nationals?
Yes, it's the NPC North Americans National Show in Pittsburgh.
That's great. Good show. So let me ask you a couple more questions. What's your favorite cheat meal?
Protein pancakes.
Love protein pancakes. But if you, anything else besides anything protein, carby
pizza.
stuff? Okay.
I love pizza.
And are you, now you're 10 weeks out from your show, so your carbs are up. And then when do you start cutting, usually?
I think I'll start cutting about 6 weeks out, 5 or 6 weeks out.
Okay, so you just ended your competition, so now you're just like, you upped your carbs, and now you're going to lower them 6 weeks out, but nothing else changes, right? Your protein's the same, fats are the same.
That's right. My proteins will stay around the same through most of prep. My fats will increase a little bit for the next few weeks, and then they'll go back down again as the show gets closer.
Before you started competition, you said you liked CrossFit and you were a swimmer, right, for college?
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
And so you're used to the competition, which is a good thing, right?
I'm used to it for sure. Yeah.
Because you have great shoulders, and that's
Thank you.
It's from swimming, right?
That's right.
Yeah. What do you do for work?
I work at the Public Defender's Office here in Flemington.
Nice. What else should I ask you? Let's see. Favorite body part to work
Shoulders.
out? Shoulders.
Shoulders.
Turn around. Let's see your back.
Shoulders and back.
Nice. Look at those shoulders. What's your height?
I'm 5'7".
5'7". Just a little under 5'7", right?
I think so.
Yeah.
Just under.
Just a little under 5'7", because I'm 5'2", and you look like you're a little bit taller than me. How much do you weigh?
Competition weight. No.
Oh, your competition weight. Is it different? Because you know, this is the question that a lot of women have. They think that if they lose weight, that it's good. Sometimes that's not the case, right?
That's right. My competition weight was 134 pounds, which for me is very light. I've never been that light before, but
Yeah.
that's not a maintainable weight. That's a weight that you aim for one day.
For one day, yeah. Just like, but usually your weight is about?
It's usually about 145.
145. So all of that, really, you're just like cutting the fat and just gaining the muscle.
You're cutting fat, you're trying to keep as much muscle as possible and cut as much water as possible.
Yeah. So do you like retain water? Do you take anything to not retain the water, or do you drink a lot of water?
I drink a lot of water. I drink at least a gallon a day, probably about 1.5 gallons a day, which helps flush everything out.
Yeah.
And then as the show gets closer, you up your water, and then you start cutting the water back about 3 days out.
Yeah. So what do you really, in the end, what do you want to do as far as like getting into the fitness field? Think about competing pro?
I would love to turn pro. That's my goal for myself in the fitness industry. I would also love to get certified as a trainer so I could help other women, you know, reach the same goals or reach whatever their goals may be.
That's a good goal, because you're young enough, and that's great. You're going to go really far in this field. Well, thanks, and I hope you guys like our video. Have a great day.
Thank you.